Clearly, Stanford has faced adversity this season. Absorbing its third loss to Arizona State was one thing, but for the first time in 72 weeks, Stanford was not ranked in the top 25. Head coach David Shaw had never lost back-to-back games, and that wouldn't change today against Oregon State.
The world was crashing down around us, and that's fine for people outside of our locker room. In our locker room, it's not. We're in the middle of a football season. There are going to be highs and lows, and the good teams are the ones that bounce back from losses, bounce back from tough games. They anticipate really good games coming up, and they prepare, and they go out and play their best.
A wise man once said, "Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't." Check this out. Stanford is now 10-0 following a loss under Shaw.
That's just Stanford football. We hate losing. We talk about handling adversity all the time, and a loss is an adversity. And we always talk about just getting back to the process, focusing on the process, and just doing our job. And we did that today.
What did the Stanford offense do? Produce over 400 yards of total offense and rely on a balanced attack of 35 runs and 30 passes. The result was 38 points, the Cardinals' most points in Pac-12 play.
When we can support our defense with an offense, we have a chance. I mean, outside of a late touchdown and a short field given to the defense was phenomenal.
The defense harassed Beavers quarterback Sean Mannion, sacking him 6 times as he completed just 46% of his passes.
We knew once we can stop that run, we knew it was going to come down to just seeing if we can hold down the secondary end. So once we can do that, we brought it.
Brought it they did. Oregon State's final rushing stat, 12 yards on 29 carries. That's less than half a yard per rush. But can Stanford stop the other team in Oregon?
The matchup with Oregon starts with Marcus Mariota. Every game he's going to be the fastest guy in the field. He's the best player in college football for the last couple of years. He's special, he's dynamic, so we have to be able to try to contain him.
Marcus Mariota has been a nightmare for defenses his whole career. But in 2014, the player who Shaw believes is the best in college football has reached new heights. With 24 touchdown passes thus far, Mariota just threw his first INT against Cal and has Oregon scoring 45 points per game.
He's a great player. He's a dynamic player, dual threat, so we're going to be able to have those guys contain, and then back end needs to cover as long as possible.
This next game is huge. We'll be very excited to play an excellent program in Stanford. We obviously have a ton of respect for those guys, and they've gotten better the last couple of years, and we'll be excited to prepare.
We're going to have our hands full, but we're just going to go out and execute to the best of our abilities, get a good week of practice, and go into the game feeling confident.
Respect is an understatement. Since 2011, Stanford leads the series 2-1.
This is one of the most talented teams I've been on, and I feel like when we put it all together and we just execute and don't shoot ourselves in the foot, then we can beat anyone. So it's going to be a lot of fun moving forward and just playing some football.
The scene is now set for a marquee matchup between Oregon and Stanford as the battle for the Pac-12 North intensifies. From Stanford Stadium, I'm Justin Lum.